his son says to his mom. So, hey mom, go down into the garage. She goes, why? Come on down to the garage. He's already had the bike for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She says, well, what for? Come and look at Dad's bike. She says, I've seen your dad's bike. Yeah, I know, come and look at it. Goes in there and looks at it. She goes, what? Because it's the same color and everything else.
Yeah.
What? I told you I've seen his bike. Mom, it's a new bike. What? But that his Cobra, I don't even think he drove it since he had it redone again. It's been sitting in. He's got a big 35-foot car hauler. Anyway, he told his son. He said, "Son, if you get your red seal, you can have the car."
Yeah.
Yep. Give him the car.
That's incentive.
Yeah, oh yeah. But his son, Jim spends money. His son doesn't like to spend money. He says, I want to pay cash for a house. But he did buy a house. He didn't pay cash for it, but he had a hell of a big down payment on it for a young guy, and that have it paid off in a couple of years is pretty good. And he, of course, he drives a brand new truck and making that kind of money. He lived at home up until up until probably 6 or 8 months ago, I guess. And he didn't pay any rent, or they were helping him. Mom wasn't too happy about it.
Helped to save money, though.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah.
The housing prices have gone up a fair amount.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you look out their window and you can see his house.
Huh.
Their living room window. He says, yeah, Jim says, yeah, that's good because he's got a 2-car garage. Because Jim has no space. He's got a single car garage, but I mean, he's got 4 bikes in it, 5 bikes. His son's was in there too. He's got a nice, it's an older Jeep. He bought it used. And of course, it's all black. 2014, and he's just, I don't know how much money he spent on that. Up the mountain, it was after I had my, the day after I had my, 2 days after I had my hernia surgery, going up the mountain there in Mount Hayes. Oh Christ, that was rough. 4-wheel drive, and he was 4 low going slow, but he's going over big boulders and this, and holding on to the handle there, and I'm trying to lift up because every time you hit
Take
a
the
bump,
pressure off.
oh yeah. I thought, now this was real smart. No, you've got to have all the little toys. But then again, he'll do okay when he retires.
Yeah.
You know, all his properties are paid off. No bills. So, like he said, I want to enjoy my toys while I can. But they want to move down to Vancouver. I don't know why. But he's born and raised in Prince Rupert. He said he's tired of the rain.
So you're going to move to Vancouver?
And I said, yeah. And I said, well, why would you want to move to Vancouver?
You go to the other side of the mountains.
That's right. Maybe Vancouver Island or something. But then he would
Kamloops, Kelowna, they're pretty sunny.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. But I don't know why he's got Vancouver in his head. I wouldn't want to live in Vancouver.
No.
Vancouver. Lots and lots of crime and that down there, gangs.
And Surrey, Burnaby, Langley, all through there. But even inland, Kelowna, Penticton.
Yeah, well, there's the Angels and that in Kelowna, and a few bike groups, gangs there. Lots of drugs in Kelowna.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, Vancouver Island, Nanaimo is the drug capital there.
Yeah.
My son, he's been pretty lucky.
Setting 6301.
Oh yeah, the settings, login settings. There's a couple roads here that's straight up and down. Can't imagine logging trucks
Yeah.
No.
coming down them.
And they're not real wide.
No. You'd locked up all the way down.
Yeah.
Gee, brake just a barking. Like that one there. There's another one that was even steeper than that one.
They sure make a mess with the slash, don't they?
Yeah. You know, it
They should
really
burn it
drives.
in the winter.
What?
They should burn it.
I know.
It'd be fine burning in the winter, I would
You
think.
would think, yeah. You know what drives me nuts is they will take some really nice yellow cedar logs and they'll have a gray stain in them and that, and not rotten or anything else. And you can take them off the pile and cut them up to firewood. But if you take the log, they're on the junk pile anyway.
Yeah.
But if you take it and you get caught, they nail you for stumpage.
Really?
Oh yeah, they'll give you a fine if you. I think it's just ridiculous. But yet, you know, what, they'll go burn them or they'll go let them rot.
Yeah.
But forestry, if you take them, and you know most of the stumpage has been paid on them anyway.
Yeah.
Just don't get the logic of all that stuff. So I cheat. I get a load of firewood and put the logs underneath. Like all the old gray ghost stuff, that standing dead and that, it's just beautiful wood. You know, like this red cedar and that.
Yeah. It's still good inside?
Oh yeah, and the colors are just amazing. They'll leave them laying on the ground, but you can't take them. They'll just let them rot there. Mind you, the cedars, they take a long time to rot anyway.
See, they cut up top over there.
Yeah.
That looks fresh over the left. Is that a landslide?
No, it probably was a bit of a landslide.
Big
there.
one, though.
Yeah. Probably asked you, were you born and raised in Ontario?
Yeah, I was born modern day Mississauga.
Okay. What about you? In Ontario also? Oh, in England. Oh. Oh, bloody limey.
Sorry, when I was born there was Toronto Township.
No. That's it. I'm not inviting you or spot of tea. It's keeping the sandwiches.
Blimey. I say, oh, what? Knock me up in the morning. Gotta say, my favorite show was Benny Hill.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, yeah. I loved him. And the little old man.
Yeah, that
Yeah. Oh, hey, I have to say, English humor is pretty good.
Yeah, Faulty Towers is good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that was my nickname when I owned the hotel.
Yeah.
They used to call
Basil.
me Faulty. Yeah. They called me Faulty. Yeah. No, John Cleese. He's good.
Yeah, Monty Python was good.
Yeah. Oh, there was one that was just bizarre. It was called Little Britain, USA.
Okay, I think I've seen that one.
Oh God, just ridiculous. Some of the stuff they had on that show. When we first started watching it, it was just, okay, now what's this? It's an adult movie, I swear. So, what part of England?
Worcester?
Oh, okay. We always wanted to go to England. England, Scotland.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. You were pretty young when you moved to. Oh, okay. And your parents, that's where they're originally from? They still have accents?
My parents did, yeah.
Yeah.
My granddad was Bill.
Okay.
And so did
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, they both had British accents.
Never lost them?
They never lost them, and they sounded different. And then my grandparents, on my mom's side, they came to Canada in the 80s.
Okay.
Early teens.
Yeah.
And they had accents, and their accents were different as well. Like, they were all
Okay.
British, but they were all slightly different.
Oh,
Depending
okay.
where you lived, you
Yeah.
had a different accent.
Oh, okay.
And I never needed one.
You never got the accent?
I never got it.
Not that
Well,
one.
you were pretty young, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And you would think, oh, have them in the house, you pick it up or something.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
No, you never got that one, did you?
no, I got everybody else's accent though.
Yeah.
I lived in the South, and gosh, I was a Southern belle within like a month of living there. And Tara, our friend Tara, is from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
And so, oh my gosh, I'm with her too, and the drawl comes back.
Is that right, eh?
Oh, the all y'all just
Yeah,
right back to
yeah.
that. And so we laughed, and I said to her, oh my gosh, yeah, it's, and
Yeah,
then
the accent from living in French Canada for all those years.
French Canada.
Yeah.
So it was benumb. Everything was a little benumb.
Yeah.
It's a little benumb over here. So then I said, well, that's it, that's all. And that was, I picked up from somewhere. So it's like, all y'all, that's it,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
Put you a little benumb over there.
Well, I'm Canadian right through, eh?
Yeah.
My grandfather was from Scotland, and he was adopted as a child, so his actual name was McElroy.
Yeah? First
Yeah.
name?
Last name.
Oh, last name.
McElroy, yeah. Bob McElroy, or... So Rowan was the adopted name. And my grandmother was Irish and mulatto. She was mulatto, and her mom was half African American, my great grandmother.
Okay.
You look at my grandma and you could just tell just her hair and her features, but she wasn't dark.
Mm-hmm.
but you could really see it in her. Boy, she was someone to be reckoned with, I tell you, Grandma. She used to work on CP Rail, and she was a cook on gang cars and that. She didn't take any crap from anybody. We've got pictures of her bloody grizzly bear, and she's hitting them with a broom out in the. He got into the food, the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she come out of there and she's got a broom and she's swinging, and she was in a newspaper for it. That's okay. She knew how to use the broom. I got it across the ass a few times. Yeah, snuck out one time. She said I couldn't go out. She let my brother out. My brother was 16, I was 14. I said, well, he can go out. Why can't I go out? You're too young. So I waited until I thought she was somewhere else, and I snuck out, and she caught me going out. But by that time, I was already out the door running. She gave me a few choice words, and I won't give them to you. And she said, "You got to come back home." You know, she sat up and waited for me. Just waited, and I come through the door, and I walked in, and I'm tiptoeing, sneaking. She's behind the curtains on the glass door, and she just, I told you had to come home, you little. Yeah, that was the last time I snuck out. Because it boy didn't hurt.
Well, Charlotte Main Line's like driving on a luxury highway after
That's
driving
right.
on the Reynolds Sound Road.
Imagine if this was all paved, all these old back roads.
They get overrun with people.
Oh yeah. I'm sure there'd be houses out here.
Yeah. This is band land or is it crown land?
That's crown land. Well, it's all band land.
Yeah. So you get a lease here then, but you can't buy it?
Yeah. Yeah. We just rent our land.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, that's the truth.
I
You don't
know.
pay your property taxes
I
for
know.
a couple of years, they take it away. So
Oh yeah,
how
yeah.
can they
just
take
rent
away
it.
if it's yours?
Yeah. And everybody just rents their land.
Yeah.
Fire insurance keeps going up the way it is, we won't be able to afford to have any.
Yeah, you're saying that. How's property tax?
Oh, it's good where we are. Christ, for years, up until about 4 or 5 years ago, we were only paying $350 a year.
Oh, that's really good.
And so now we were around 800, but I also get the old age, the grant. Senior
Yeah.
grant.
Yeah, that's really good. We're about 22,
Yeah.
which is not terrible.
No. I don't know.
In fact, that's what we were. That's what we were in Northern Ontario. And
Okay.
big difference in value of the land and the houses too. So
Yeah.
it's proportionally it's much better in Moose Jaw.
Yeah. More bang for your buck.
House insurance is so much cheaper too. We were same company, TD Milashmonics.
Yeah.
And for the house in Smooth Rock, we were. It was well over 2 a month. I want to say it was up close to 3 a month.
300 a month?
Yeah. And right now, where we are, it's about $80.
Wow. Yeah, ours, well,
And much more expensive house.
yeah. Huh.
Like, not mansion expensive, but like just if you compare the property value, it doesn't. It's all based on liabilities and all kinds of other
That's
stuff.
right,
But
yeah. If we got rid of our wood stove, our insurance would go down, a fair amount, not probably a lot, but like I say, in the last 2 years, it's went up $800.
vehicle insurance is a little more.
Yeah.
There's the minimum amount that you get from SGI that you have to have, and it goes with your plate. You can't get the plate without it.
Okay.
And then there's supplemental, I forget the name again. It's auto pack is what it is.
Yeah.
So we've got the extra liability and collision and windshield damage and all that stuff.
Yeah. Like
so,
comprehensive?
Yeah. So with that, paying a little more now for both vehicles than we paid in Ontario.
Okay.
But one difference is the insurance goes with the vehicles, not the drivers.
Okay.
So whereas in Ontario, you have to have every driver in the house that's listed, and
Yes.
so when the kids get their driver's license, you'd have to add them to it,
Yeah.
and the rates go through the roof. Whereas in Saskatchewan, it doesn't matter. Anybody
Okay.
who's got a valid license
Yeah.
can drive your vehicle.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
all
it's
done
like that
provincially.
here. You have to add them to your insurance.
So that's like Ontario.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to add them if who's going to be the primary driver, secondary driver,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Electricity is about the same. Natural gas seems to be quite a bit cheaper, but I'll find out this fall because we're on equal payments.
Okay.
When we bought the house, part of the disclosure is they had to give the Sask Energy statement for the past year that showed what the gas was.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And they were on equal billing, and they were $70 a month.
Okay.
So when we bought it, they put us on at $75 a month.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming because the people who bought the house from owned it for a couple of decades, that $70 a month was probably realistic. Because the reconciling month, I think, is October. So that's where if you've used more, you pay the difference.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that the 70 that they were paying was way off because they would just change the equal billing.
Yeah.
If you're now you got a $1,000 bill in October because they've underestimated.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're like for our hydro, we do the same thing. We're on an equal payment plan.
Yeah.
But you know what's really weird? They keep every time we haven't done anything different, and they're saying our usage is 75% more or 50% more, and we don't get it.
Yeah.
Than it was before. So where are we using that extra power? I mean, we're not using it any. We're not doing anything any different than we've always done. But it's always way up there from what our normal usage was. They put those smart meters in, and that was. They had lots of problems with them at the start and that.
Yeah.
And I mean, even now, people get charged these exorbitant amounts, and they're wondering why we haven't done anything different. So I don't know about those smart meters. It's all computerized, eh?
Yeah.
They don't read them anymore.
We had a couple of crazy electric bills early on because I guess they read every third month.
Okay.
And they do estimates in between.
Oh.
But because we were a new account, I'm thinking they estimated on the high side.
Yeah.
So the first one was fairly low because our closing date was September 20th.
Yeah.
So it was fairly low, and so I estimated on that what it was going to come out to be because that had to be they had to do meter readings. And then the next one came in, and it was, I don't know, it was 250 something like in the high twos.
Wow.
And I was at a panic attack.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, we're not going to be able to manage that.
Yeah.
So I calmed down and I looked more carefully through the bill, and it said estimate. So I went out and looked at the meter, and boy, were they off.
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, well, it's past the point where I could have called in and got it adjusted.
Yeah.
So just paid it, and they estimated the next month, and same thing. It was crazy. So then the next month, I ended up had a credit, and that's because it was so much beyond that. So when they came out and read it,
Yeah.
the estimated meter reading was out here, and the actual was here.
Okay.
So we were sitting at a credit now because we hadn't even caught up to where the last reading
Okay. Yeah.
was. So we've had that happen a couple of times where we've hit credits,
Yeah.
and so then the next time around it's a minimal bill.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that for the next year they'll have a better gauge on our usage,
yeah.
and so their estimates will be
Better.
and there's interest on it. So
Oh yeah.
so if they're wrong in the estimate, you don't get rich on it, but
Yeah.
you've paid them. It's
You get the credit back for the.
you get your credit back with a small amount of interest. Water's metered, which I don't care for,
Yeah.
because we had flat rate before, and so you could use it like it's endless.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna end up back in the ground
I think
eventually.
I think they're metered in Charlotte. I think they pay for the water now that they're incorporated there.
I mean, you get the bill. We get the bill every 3 months. So what I did is I could just kind of asked around and looked at the rates and just kind of did an estimate, and I paid an estimated amount first month and the second month, and then when the bill came through, I wasn't terribly off, and so I was able to adjust the estimate for the next couple times,
Okay.
and now we've got it, so it's pretty much even. So I pay an estimated amount the first 2 months, and then when the bill comes through in the third month with the meter reading,
Yeah.
it's about the same as what we've been paying. So that's
Oh, okay.
we got that kind of balanced out.
Yeah. Well, when you think about how much you make and that, you have to balance everything out. Know where you're standing.
Yeah, and then
You
when
know.
stuff just keeps going up,
Yeah.
gas prices going up the
Oh,
way
yeah.
they did,
Yeah.
and then the interest rate going up, that's not,
No, that's right.
because we've got a variable rate mortgage, so
Yeah, okay.
it's noticeably gone up. But I figure I'd bite my teeth and weather it, because the problem is you pay a penalty if you're gonna lock in.
Yeah.
And then the
yeah.
problem is you're locked in with its high, so eventually it's got to go back down.
That's right.
There's not been a time in the last 30 years where anybody would have done better on a
Mhm.
fixed rate mortgage over variable.
No, that's right.
It's just we happen to have the luck of the draw, the timing where
Yeah.
we're so far in, and like so many months in, and then it started going up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start drawing on my it's easier soon, I guess.
Yeah, if you're cutting back on work.
Yeah. Well, just because after, I guess not till you're 70, they just roll them over into a RIF.
Yeah.
And, you're gonna pay taxes on it anyway. There was something that the money would just come out of our account every month for our RSPs and that
Okay.
automatically. It used to be Mutual of Omaha. Now it's the RBC.
So it's aggravating when people don't slow down on gravel roads because you don't want to take their stone through your
I
windshield.
know. That looked
I used to get mad back home because there's all gravel roads out to the camp.
Yeah.
And if I saw somebody coming towards us and they were going fast, I'd speed up.
Yeah.
Fine, two can play that game.
Looked like Jake's truck.
Well, he did slow down a bit in the end.
Yeah. But we were locked in when we started, when we got our RSPs, we were locked in at 8%. So,
Oh yeah?
yeah.
Well, that's what they're trying to do now with the interest rates
I think
going
they
up.
rolled
Is they're
that
trying to
thing.
get people to. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
They're trying to get people to invest their money and quit spending
Yeah.
to bring the inflation back down.
Yeah. You know, and there's no sense putting them into a tax-free account. You don't.
No, those are a sham.
Yeah. You don't just make nothing.
I'm thinking GICs probably aren't going to be too bad.
Yeah.
But even then, you're not raking it in.
No, you're not. Nope. What did I make? We took them out of the. We took them out of the tax-free account. And okay, so we only. What did I make in a month? 86 cents interest.
Yeah, it sounded good on paper, but
Yeah.
it's not that great. And
No.
people figured out how to play the system with them.
Yeah.
And then the CRA caught up to that, and so they closed the loopholes.
Yeah. Well, it helped out a lot when